Welcome back to Superstition Mountain. Now, in our last lesson we talked about some of the basic fundamentals of the grip, the trigger move to get us moving, and the initial takeaway. So what that looked like was set up here, a little bump forward, and a turn. And as we turned back, the club traces the target line. So once the butt end of the club reaches our right thigh, now our initial takeaway is done and we continue the backswing. Now if we get the initial takeaway correct, for most people from here on it's going to be automatic to get the club to move in the right direction. However, for many of us it won't. So first thing I want to talk about is how we train our body again so that our body moves correctly, and then we'll talk about what the club needs to do. Okay, so in the initial takeaway, what I feel like as I start back, my right hip is working back and my left shoulder is working down. Okay? Now I want to continue that, so I want my right hip to continue to move back and my left shoulder to continue to work down. Now at some point my right hip's no longer going to be able to move back any farther, so now it's going to begin to turn the corner and head toward the target because your right hip is making a circle. So it's going to look like this, and as I keep going, you can see my right hip. The reason I have this alignment stick here is to give you some perspective. So you'll see my right hip is actually starting to go around toward the target. Okay? So that's the feeling we need to get. We need to feel like there's the initial takeaway. Now we just continue it and keep turning until our shoulders reach about 90 degrees and our right hip's moved around. And it'll move about a ball that direction if things are perfect. Okay? Now I'm not opposed to having the left heel come up either, as long as it's done in a way that I'm rotating and putting pressure into my right heel. So I want to feel like if I'm going to let my left heel come up, I want to rotate and feel like the pressure is going into my right heel and this leg is still working back and around. Okay? So if you're lifting your left heel this way, that's not going to work. You're going to run into some problems. So if it's the rotation that's causing your left heel to come up like that, kind of like what you see Bubba Watson doing, I'm good with that. So as we start to turn like this, and as we continue the turn, you're going to feel the pressure move from the balls of your feet to the right heel and out more toward the left toe, the left big toe. So if all I did was make that complete turn and leave my arms exactly as they are, that would be my backswing.